Hello, beautiful people. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, beautiful people. It's Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. sharp, and we are here doing it again on RFD Talk. Welcome to RFD Talk live here at 147 WVOL, the mighty 147, I should say, the Nashville Heritage Radio Station. And we're excited to be here this Tuesday morning with you all. I am Robin F. David, RFD. Some of you call me RFD, and that's okay. You can call me RFD because that's what I go by as well. So it is a beautiful Tuesday morning on the way here. I was saying, oh, wow, look how Nashville has really grown. And as I've been here at the radio station, almost 2 years now, and it has truly the traffic in Nashville has changed. And coming to work sometimes and running into them potholes on the highway and all of this construction all over the place. Lord have mercy. So I've been living here now in the city, in the town of Nashville for 3 years, going on 4 years. And being downtown, and it's really nice being downtown. I'm very grateful. But I tell you, we need some people to do some holes. We need our city streets. We need to get those holes together, okay? Because I have been here and I ended up purchasing. I had decent tires when I moved here, but since I've been living here, I've had to get new tires. And yes, it's interesting living in a beautiful city where you got all these holes on the highways and the byways. Okay. So, welcome, beautiful people. Just wanted to share with you my drive in this morning was a little bit interesting. Okay. So, I am super excited again because we are here and April is a fun month. Yes, driving through is tough. Yes, it is. It's really tough. Thank you for being here. Yes, it can be tough driving, getting in and getting situated in the station. But I'm really glad to be here with you, beautiful people. We're going to be having a guest on today. I can't wait to have her on. We'll be bringing her in about 15-20 minutes. First thing you know, I got to get out my little morning warm up with you guys and just say hello and see how you're doing. And if you want to call in today and and speak with me or ask any questions to our guests, you can call in at 615-227-1470. You can call in and have a dialogue with us. This is not just a monologue. This is a dialogue, beautiful people. So make sure you call in. And so make sure you call in, leave comments, and like and share. If you're on here on Facebook and you're tuning in every week, make sure you set your notifications. Thank you, YouTube followers and subscribers. Thank you for sharing and also leaving your comments. We really appreciate that. And like I said, you can dial in if you want to just call in and join the conversation. We're going to have a yummy conversation today. It's going to be impromptu. We didn't really title it today, but we're going to have an impromptu conversation on what it means to just be amazing, waking up and feeling good. Okay. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world today. We are in April. I love this month of April because I feel like this is the month that we're coming out and we're gonna be, going outside. And this month, I actually named this month an amazing. It's a new amazing April. So every month I name the months. And so this month and we're going to talk about that a little bit before we bring on our guests. We're going to talk about April being a powerful month and how April showers bring May flowers and all that fun stuff. But before we go into that, you want to help me thank and mention my amazing sponsors. One of our amazing sponsors of the show, we want to thank, for all our sponsors. We appreciate you. But Shave Me Down Body Butter. And you can order your Shave Me Down at shavemedown06 at gmail.com. It is something that you can order for Mother's Day gifts. You can order for your self-care needs. Everything is about your self-care. You know, when RFD talks about it, it's about self-care. It's about self-love. It's about learning to embrace and nurture yourself. So I'd say that the Shave Me Down is a part of that. You want to have you some good body butter. So definitely know that we appreciate Shave Me Down. And you can also find it on Facebook and email it at shavemedown06. Did I already say that? Sometimes I just be shave me down because every time I get out the shower, I always shave myself down with Shave Me Down body butter. It is my favorite. And I always say, if you're not seeing my skin glow, then you need to tune in to my YouTube or my Facebook page where you can see how the Shave Me Down body butter is gleaming. And also check out some of my pictures on my legs. I love it on my legs. It feels amazing. So that's enough about the Shave Me Down. But let me also thank my other sponsor, which is Majestic Elegance Candle and Company, which is 100% soybean candle. And it is eco-friendly. It's a really great candle. Again, I talk a lot about self-care here on the RFD Talk Show. And one of the other things that RFD has is my own signature candles, and I am a distribution. My distribution center is Majestic Elegance and Company. So my favorite tool, if you want to order my signature candles, is the peppermint or the lavender. And I like peppermint for mornings because it gets my morning started. And I love my lavender candles in the evening or when I just want to decompress. And I'll tell you, this week has been a week I've been using my lavender candle. And you can order you some lavender candles as well on livemajestic.com. Livemajestic.com is where you can order all of the different fragrances will be there and we'll ship them right out to you. But yes, this week was one of those weeks, guys. I got to slow down for a minute and just share with y'all. This week was tax week, Mr. H. Oh, I got to just keep it real and real raw with you guys. It was tax week for RFD. How many had to pay their taxes by today? Did you get your taxes done by today? I'm telling you, IRS, they will hold your hand until you bring the money in. Do you hear me? They like, bring the money in, RFD, bring it in. And so I finally got my taxes done. So your girl feels relief. And it's fun being a CEO, right? But you have to be very responsible to see a CEO. You have to manage your money. And this is important to pay attention to your budget, bookkeeping, all that fun stuff to go along with being an entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs, most of the time, we work. How many of you are entrepreneurs and you work? Sometimes I'm like, I'm always ready for a vacation, y'all. So stay tuned because RFD probably will be taking a vacation as soon as possible. Because taxes, it really made me say, where's my next vacay, man? Where is my next vacay? So anyway, so I'm sending love and light to you all. If you're doing your taxes today, this is the last day to get them in. And it's okay, people. We're just paying your rent to the IRS. You're just paying your mortgage to the IRS. You got to pay them their mortgage, their rent once a year. And sometimes if you're a CEO, or you can do quarterly. I don't know. I thought about should I do quarterly, but I do set my goals intentionally quarterly, but I do my taxes once a year. And for some entrepreneurs, it's better to do it quarterly if you feel like it's easier for you to keep up with your numbers and how your business flow. So anyway, I want to thank our sponsors. And so I did talk about that. So self-care is very important for this week for RFD because finally made it through tax day. So yes, it's time for all those things, your candle, your getaway, all those things that make you feel good after you pay your taxes. So now I want to thank you again if you're following, share, and like. If you are a person that's new to the RFD Talk show, let me tell you a little bit about the RFD Talk show. What we do is bring simple understanding to complicated situations, taking the hard work out of self-love. You know, sometimes in life, we get hit with complicated situations like taxes, or you might go through a breakup, or you might be trying to figure out, how to live day to day, right? And so, what we do here at RFD Talk shows, we'll talk about self care, we'll talk about self love, we'll talk about those things that help you if you're having challenges with your self beliefs, limited belief systems where you might be struggling with, reinventing yourself or just feeling good sometimes, with all the things that we face in the country, right? We face a lot of different things every day. And the news is always hitting us with all the negative things that we can get hit with. So you got to find, you know, what the balance is, right? In life, we have to have, for me, RFD look at it like the way I look at life, you have to find that sacred balance. You have to between the media and all the madness that happens in the world, and that is real, real talk happening. And then you also have to find that balance where you know that you know that you know, that you know that you know that you got peace because the Most High have given you peace, divine peace here on earth as in heaven. You are, you just have to have a sound mind. And so here on the RFD Talk Show, we'll talk about ways like that. So some of the ways things I do is self-care, and we'll talk about that more, being that this month we talked about April. I talked about a new, what was I called it? A new awesome April. And what that looked like for me was actually just looking at the month of April. It was April. It's time for an April start, right? So in April is like the beginning of a new quarter. We've gotten through the cold season. Things are blossoming, and things are, expanding, and you just see, people. You're ready to get out and be among people. Got more events happening and all that stuff. So spring brings about a lot of newness, a lot of fresh things, and it's a time for a fresh start. This month we named it April Start, which you can learn how to grow yourself personally by doing new things in April. For one of the things we encourage you to do for starting your life anew, a restart, or reinventing yourself, and to create some fun goals for April, you could start gardening. You could start
Gardening.
gardening.
Oh,
There me again. There I go again, messing up the word. You can start gardening, like planting some plants. You may want to start off by doing small things. You might want to do a plant. You might want to do fruit. You might want to do vegetables, but you might want to start gardening. I don't know why I want to say that crazy and I'm wrong. Mr. H about to write it down for guarding in your yard, or you might want to do it on your patio. And so we writing it down for Mr. H. He's writing it down for me so I can say it correctly. So I don't know why I get tongue twisted right there with that word. I did that last week. We're gonna work on that word today. And words is my thing. So it's gartering,
gardening.
gardening. All the N, gartering,
Gardening.
gartering, gartering. Okay, gartering is what we'll be doing, and that's one of the things the RFD has started this year. Thank you, Mr. H. And that is important that you do break the words down so you can see how to punctuate the words and say them correctly. So thank you for that, Mr. H. And so I'm going to look at some of the other things that we started in April. In April, well, we also talked about, let's see, what else did I talk about in April? Because I put a lot of these things on my Facebook page. And also, we talked about going outdoors for exercise. So, how many of you have started, since it's April, started getting outside more, getting outside and maybe doing some walking, or you may be doing some fitness program. For me, yoga is very important. I like yoga. I enjoy walking, and I'm looking for a good swimming area, a safe place where I can go swim. Because swimming is one of the outdoor activities that I like. And also, with these outdoor activities, it helps you with depression. It helps you feel better, right? It helps you with disorders. It helps you increase your hormones. It helps you feel better. Your mood is better. The sun has always really, really been my best friend. And so getting outside right when the sun is at its best peak is around, I want to say the sun really it's really strong about 3 or 4 o'clock. You go outside, you get about 15 minutes outdoors, outdoor exercising. Well, you might want to go out in the south. If you're going to do any walking in the south, you want to do that before 7 o'clock, because the humidity down here can be, oh my goodness, it could be terrible. So you want to do some outdoor exercises. And so that's good for April. So April start could also look like you could also do, let's look at some more of the posts that I put up. And I am looking at the posts right now because it was so many fun ones. I don't want to forget some of them. So it was in April, you can start organizing your space. Sometimes in April, it feel like it's about, they would call it like spring cleaning, right? So organizing your space, it helps you, and I've been doing that. It helps you declutter, gets rid of like the old things around you. Sometimes letting go and you get more space and organize your space. And organization, what I find about organization, it helps you manage your time much better. So you might want to, it's time for April start by organizing your space, and it also creates a sense of peace. When your things are in order and you know where they are, you know how to go to them, you feel you feel more alive. You feel like you're flowing with the ebb and flow. Like, I know where my so and so is. I know. So organization is very important for time, and actually, it helps you if you're a mother or if you're a businesswoman. It helps you to. So April be a good month to organize some things and get some things organized. And also, April's a good month as well. It's time for April to start a new book, read a new book, find a topic that you would like to discover more about. It could be a self help book. Of course, I like a lot of self help books, but you might want to find a book that's about nonfiction, something that's going to, just take you into a place of excitement and not really like reality, because we have so much going on in the world. It's nice to sometimes escape and read a book that will help you feel more um, in touch with what that it is that you want to be in touch with. It could be having a romance book. It could be a book about um, you know your dream career path, or it could be a book about you improving your eating habits or learning how to cook. So just choose a book that would be good to inspire you in April. So that's a good way of starting the spring. Another one before we bring on our guests. We're going to bring on our guests in just a moment. But I wanted to tell you, April, we talked about taxes, right? But also April is a good month. I'm going to tell you, it's time for a April start when you start saving. Oh, let me talk about that really quick, because we talked about taxes and how that was stressful. Thank you, Mr. H. He got me some water. I could use some water. Let me slow down for a minute. And so in April, I also decided that setting saving goals is important, and really looking at my saving goals. Because sometimes, like I said, every 90 days, I really review my goals for the year and kind of like make sure I am intentional with where I want to be. And one of the things that come across for taxes and bookkeeping and making sure your numbers is right, you also want to make sure your savings is right, that you're putting up enough money, that you're um, paying attention to where your money's going. So this is a good month to start a savings habit, paying yourself first, learning to pack your lunch, learning to maybe just eat out once a week instead of eating out 2 or 3 days a week. So those are just a few things that it's time for a new start in April that I wanted to share with you guys. Um, like I said, April is an awesome month to start some new things. So I'm hoping that I mentioned something today in this first segment about starting something new for April, because it is an awesome month. And we are about to take a quick commercial. And then when we come back after the commercial, we have our guest. She's in the green room. And we are looking forward to hearing from her. So hold tight. Here's our commercial. Thank you guys for being here.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you. And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required. Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. That's 800-221-2261.
Are you 60 plus and love to travel? Introducing the Senior Travel Discount Network, brought to you by Low Cost Airlines. Call us anytime, day or night, and save up to 75% on your airline and hotel reservations. We can help you save a ton of money to fly almost anywhere. We have inside discounts on over 500 airlines and 500,000 hotels worldwide. And when you call and mention the discount code 60 plus, we'll give you an extra free night with your qualified air and hotel reservation. Now you can get the best prices on air and hotel reservations with your phone. We make it easy and fast for you to save money and book a trip. Remember, call the Senior Travel Discount Network, mention the discount code 60 plus for your free hotel night with your qualified reservation. Call now.
210-503-9283. 210-503-9283. 210-503-9283. That's 210-503-9283.
Hey, welcome back, beautiful people, to the RFD Talk Show here live at the Mighty 147 Nashville's Heritage Radio Station. I am super elated. I was so excited just to have this amazing, beautiful lady in the green room. We're going to bring her on now, and definitely want you all to know she's a special guest to me because she's my niece. So welcome, Niecy. Hello, beautiful.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
I am doing amazing today. I just want to say I'm super honored to be here today with my lovely aunt. This is so cool.
Well, I'm happy to have you. We are going to get started. Before we get started here on the RFD Talk Show, we always start with we take 3 deep breaths. So you can invite your followers to join us and also take the 3 deep breaths with us, and we'll get started with this conversation, Niecy, and you can tell us who you are and a little bit more about you. So let's just start with 3 deep breaths, and then when we come back from the 3 deep breaths, you're going to tell me who you are, and everyone, I know who you are, but you're going to tell all our guests. First, I want to tell everyone, I always start the show with 3 deep breaths. And the 3 deep breaths are, it's important to center, get it present, and hear where you are and feel where you are. And breathing is a gift that sometimes we all take for granted. So as a meditator, I am a meditator. I do breath work, and every week I offer a program that's done from your home where you'll learn how to do breath work, which breath work helps you with keeps you calm. It helps you with anxiety. It just centers you and clears your thoughts. So I always think it's important before we go into fun conversations to just let go of all the negative things that you may be feeling or anything that you woke up this morning that's not serving you. You're going to breathe in all the things that you need that serves you. And then you're going to let go of the things like you want to breathe in joy today and more peace, more balance. And then you want to let go of what that's not serving you. It could be whatever things that are negative. So let's take these 3 deep breaths, and then we're going to have Princess tell us who she is and all about her. So let's breathe in, deep breath in, and exhale. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Welcome, Princess, to the RFD Talk. Tell us who you are and a little bit about who you are.
Okay, I am Princess Buchanan, but everybody really calls me P or Princey, but I answer the princess as well. I am the CEO of Maggie Lee Studios, which hosts 3 podcasts, Rhythm and Princess, which you see behind me, The Nightcap, and our all new female podcast called Unladylike, the podcast. So that's who I am.
Wow. Well, congratulations. Thank you for being here with us. Okay. So you are the executive producer of 3 podcasts.
Right.
Wow, Nisi. So you are doing some big things, right?
I'm
Right? Yes, you
trying.
are, girl. So 3 podcasts. Tell us a little bit about you know, one of those you said now your name is Rhythm and you have Rhythm and Princess.
Yes, ma'am. The Nightcap, and then Unladylike, the podcast. But you want to know about
Well,
which
tell me,
one?
okay, so tell me okay, so you started, when did you start podcasting?
Okay, so originally I started my hit show Rhythm and Princess on the campus of UT Martin 90.3 The Hawk FM at our campus because it was the only radio station in Martin Limits anyway. So it was really a big opportunity for me. And I also was like the first Black person to ever have their show there on that campus as well. So once I graduated from UT Martin, which was in I started the show the semester I graduated. So I don't know why. I had like 19 hours, super crazy girl, and I started a whole show. So I guess after that, I graduated and they told me they would keep streaming my show on 90.3 The Hawk, but no one ever tells you about like how depressing it can get after college. Cause I got like super depressed and discouraged and just was doing things that I really just was trying to do. Like, cause everybody tell you get a job, do this, everybody thinks about money versus dreams. Cause it's just reality. We just trying to survive. So I kind of like got out of touch with it and just people kept telling me do it, do it, do it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So then I said, well, let me transition it into the world of podcasts. Because when I was in college in 2017, podcasting was fairly new. No one was really doing it. So I think for me, I just had to stay with the times. I said, okay, well, I'm not gonna physically go into a radio station right now. I'd rather do it on different platforms like YouTube and IG and stuff like that first before I got that type of opportunity. Because that's just the way of the world shifted for me. So that's kind of why when I started Rhythm and Princess. And Rhythm and Princess, it started as like a show on campus, just hitting topics of Black issues on the campus that were never discussed or heard out loud in that type of media. So I think when I got out of college and I started being grown, I was like, okay, I'm gonna transition into Black business owners, people who need to have more exposure for their brand. Because a lot of people, they'll buy anything if they know your story, if they feel like, okay, I can relate to you. I want, what about you or what about what you're doing makes me want to say I want to spend my money with you, because people really value where they spend their money with. So I was like, let's do this. And plus I felt like the media, it only depicts Black people a certain way in the news. And I just was like, it's so much good happening. People need to be reminded that it's good going on. And that's why I kept made Rhythm and Princess into like a podcast.
Well, congratulations. Well, I'm glad that you did that. That sounds like it was something that must have needed to be birthed, and we're glad that you did step out in faith and go ahead and do that. Congratulations. And you also brought into the light where you said, talked about we need some wins. Is what I do every week on my platforms. I ask some of my listeners and followers, what are some of your small wins? And so, what was a small win that you had for this week? If you'd like to share with the listeners.
A small win. Small win. I have a new marketing person that's gonna help me with all of my shows and marketing ways that we can expand and have bigger audiences and tap into different demographics. So that's for sure a small win for me.
Oh, well, congratulations. Well, glad
Thank
you
you.
shared that with us. Like I said, we here on the RFD Talk, we love to talk about those small wins because every day life is, like you said, it's going to be something, but you always want to be grateful and remember those small wins. So, and keep your eyes on those. So, congratulations. I just want to say, small win for me this week is having you, my niece, come on the show. You know, that's a really
Oh,
good small win for RFD. So, thank you for being here with us.
I'm
We
so
are
honored.
excited to have you. Now, I got some questions for you.
Okay.
Again, just to answer some more about the executive producing shows that you have. One of the things I would like to know is what was one thing that you would never change about yourself?
I think something I'll never change about myself is probably like my personality. Like I'm super goofy. A lot of people they know that, but they really don't know that. Like I'm really funny on a day-to-day basis. Like 9 out of 10 times I'm laughing or I'm smiling. Like
Okay,
that's something I probably would never change.
okay, I love that. I think that would be great. Stay that way. Okay. My next question for you would be, what would you wish you knew 5 years ago?
Oh God, that's such a good question. What do I wish I knew 5 years ago to ask for help? Like ask for help and like really tap into the people and the resources around you. I really wish because Rhythm and Princess started exactly 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, if I would have just been consistent, I could possibly be further than where I am. But at the same time, I look at it as everything happened for a reason, and I wouldn't even birth Maggie Lee Studios if it wasn't for that down period in between that time. So, I mean, 5 years ago though, I just really wish I would have asked for more help, and I would have stopped worrying about who did it. Well, I mean, I had a lot of support. I did. I cannot lie. Shout out to UT Martin and my big fan base there. I had really good friends at that time to really help me with that show and push that out. So I cannot ever downplay UT Martin on that. I had a lot of support, but I really did that a lot alone. So I wish I would have asked for more help. I really do, and utilize my resources.
I think that's a great answer. That's a very good answer, young lady, because I think sometimes what people don't realize is that so we're not by
Right,
ourselves, that
right,
we do have the support. I finally got that, and you might not want to wait this long, but you want to understand that you are deserving, right? And you are called to the place, and all your sources, everything you need to thrive, you already have. But like you said, if you're not willing to ask and you don't understand your network, the people that, because I feel like Most High, He always sent us the help. We are not always aware that the resource is right there, right in front of you, because you either in your head think you didn't told yourself you don't have it, or you're not willing to ask for the help. So
right.
I feel like God has already given us everything on this path of greatness that you're on. But then, like you said, asking for the help and being open to the help, being open is important and
Yes.
appreciative of your network. Well, that's a good answer. So, what is one of the funniest things that you was a story in your life that you want to share with us?
Oh, funny story.
a story that you think is really funny that your listeners, my listeners, will, one of the stories in your life that was really funny that you might want to share?
I'm for the sake of today, because like I tell y'all, like I'm super funny on a regular basis. Like I'm goofy 100%. Blame my mama and my daddy, but really my daddy. Heavy on my dad because he's super goofy. But I'm so clumsy, y'all, and it's kind of embarrassing to even say on air. But hey, what the hey? So yesterday, look, I've had like been overcoming these allergies because the allergies been kicking my butt. So yesterday, and I really hate spitting. You know, when you get sick, you had that mucus and you gotta spit out. So I'm so dumb. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spit out. Like I'm gonna get it out of me because I'm tired of being sick. I rolled the window down on the highway and I spit out the window. Kid you not, right now it is some dried up spit on my window. So I don't know if that's funny, nasty, gross, in between, but it's a true story. And I was just like, I'm so clumsy. I'm just so, and I just had to laugh because I'm like, this is why I don't spit. This is why.
And that's so good. Oh, I bet and I know who you got it from. Your dad.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
my
both
dad
of
is
your
super
parents, and
funny.
that is funny. And I know you was like, did I just do that? No, I know
Yeah,
you are your dad's child, girl. You is your daddy's child, right? And that
yeah.
is for the listeners worldwide. That is worldwide listeners. This is my niece from my brother, which is hilarious. My hilarious brother.
Yes. My
so
dad is super funny. Like, I for sure, I say that anytime.
So
He's
you
super
definitely
funny.
got that. You got that honest. You got that so honest. Yes, I have to say. Well, that is a funny story. Thank you for sharing that with us. Yes. So let me ask. I have a couple more questions. And then you can tell us a little bit more if you like. But one of the things that one thing, or you might have already shared this. One thing your morning. Oh no, you didn't. Tell our listeners one thing that your morning cannot start without.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I pray every day, but sometimes I don't pray right when I wake up. So I'm not gonna say pray because that would be a lie, and I don't lie. So I would say every morning I check my bank account because I need to know how much money do I have today. What subscription have they taken out today? So every morning I can't start off with seeing how much money do I occupy on this day.
So that's your morning. You must do every morning. You got to have that every morning.
I would love to say eat, but that's again a lie. So I have to check my bank account every morning because again, how much money do I got in this account today?
That's so funny. Oh my goodness. So okay, so next we're in the month of April, right? And I was talking about with the listeners, um, we're talking about a new awesome April, and I'm doing a lot of little self. I do tips like Tuesday tips on self care, right? So I do it every week. I do weekly tips this month. I've been doing every daily tips, I should say, something like that. So I've been posting some April, spring things. What some things have you did new for April?
April, I've started on my sponsorships and ads packages, but it's also somebody I really love. Birthday, my sister Pawnee. It's her birthday at the end of the month, so we kind of been starting planning that. So that's kind of been new for me. And I started back working out yesterday.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Yeah.
And so you did mention, so who are some of the people in your life that influence you to be in this direction of television and radio and podcasts and media?
So honestly, like I think I've always wanted to be like on camera, on air. Like I thrive on the mic and some lights and the stage. Like that's all I need, and I come alive. Like and I don't know why, but I just feel safe. I feel at home. I did Dream Girls when I was in high school. I never lived that down because it was really such a great moment for me. And I think just people in the game. My aunties, both of y'all are into media. You as well as Aunt Carla. And like when I say ask for help, I should have been asking y'all for help years ago and stuff like that. But again, we're here today. Thank God. It don't matter how long it take, as long as you get there. So,
That's right.
a lot of people in the media, of course, I look up to. I'm gonna start with women because I love women, and we just got left off Women's Month in March. So, big on Issa Rae. I love her. Mari, Brock Ali, Lena Waithe, Ava DuVernay, of course, Oprah. If you don't say Oprah, what are you doing? Like who cannot say Oprah and you want to be in this field? Like, be for real. Just a lot of Tyler Perry, like John Singleton. A lot of these, I've always been into black film, black directors. I've been like this my whole life. So all of those people that put on those great productions, I've always admired them in radio and TV. And of course, Oprah, like I said, she's one of the best hosts ever to be. But Issa Rae, like she's like the modern day, jack all trades, be yourself and like authentically. So I would definitely have to say her and Quinta Brunson. I like both of them. So those are great people that influenced me in the radio television field.
Wow, I love that. I like the people that you chose. Sound like yes, you do have some you have some people that really could, are amazing, right? Inspiring people. That's what I want to say. It's inspiring and inspirational. So you got some great mentors you're looking at. So good for you.
Jamie Foxx. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but Jamie Foxx, especially since he is in the hospitalized, like I've always thought Jamie Foxx and Bernie Mac. And Dave Chappelle. Hold on, and Dave Chappelle. All three of those people, I've always felt like they are amazing creatives, and they really tapped into their passion and their purpose at the highest level. And you cannot not be inspired by that. So I just want to throw those people names in there as well.
Oh, they're awesome too. Yes, I like those. You said those three people are great as well. Males, some great males who really have emerged themselves and definitely authentic. They're very authentic, true to themselves. Yeah, I like those guys too. Those are great people. Awesome. So what are some of your most moments that you are proud of?
I would definitely say I'm proud of myself. Like right now, I think right now in my life, I'm most proud of myself because I really am juggling my dreams and reality at the same time. And I know how hard that is for people to do, especially like when life goes and you start having kids or you start getting married or a career and you have to be focused on your career and stuff like that. Like, I feel like I'm proud of myself because it gets very hard. I'm not gonna lie. Don't let nobody lie to y'all about entrepreneurship being extremely hard, but it's worth it in the end, especially if you're passionate and you do the work. I think a lot of people want to skip the work process and just get to the results, but it's worth it. Worth it. And I feel like right now I probably am most proud of myself ever. But also another time was like graduating college, and just I feel like I made my mama the happiest in that moment. And my dad, and a lot of people don't know, but my dad, he didn't even graduate. He dropped out of school in the 8th grade. So I'm a product of he did get his GED though, but I'm a product of that. My dad and my mom, she has 2 degrees, so it's just like people really don't know. I come from a lot of struggle, and we made it out, and so I feel like my proudest moment was doing something like that, because knowledge is power, and that's something nobody can take away from you. No matter how long it take you to get your degree, I don't care if it take you 25 years or 30 years. Like when you got it, can't nobody take it from you. So I think those are 2 of my now and then was like are 2 of my proudest moments I probably ever have had in my life.
Yes, congratulations. Those are some major milestones, young lady, young woman. And yes, and doing exceptionally well. I know both of your parents very well. Now I'm sure they are extremely proud of all that you have done. I'm sure they are. I know they are. So what do you want people to know? What do you want people what do you want people to know about you? That's what I want to make sure I ask the question right. What is it that you would like for our listeners to really know about you?
I just want people to know, like, I'm a human. And I really think that, like, people, and I know that's like cliche to say, like, duh, we're all humans, but I really want people to understand, like, I have feelings like everybody else, I really just have feelings like everybody else, and I'm really human. So I don't know, just treat me like that. Be good to me. I'm gonna be good to you. Like, and I'm very genuine. I'm a really genuine person, like very forgiving. I make a lot of mistakes. But just remember, like, I'm a human, like, and I'm trying my best. Like, what I'm doing is not to, I feel like a lot of people want to compete with me. I'm not trying to compete with nobody. I'm trying to do things for myself and my family. Like, don't ever feel like I'm competing. I'm trying to better myself and my family and a lot of other people's families as well. So don't ever look at me as like competition. Look at me as somebody that, like, eventually either you could help me or I could help you along the road. Remember, like, I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all need help. Somebody always needs somebody. So I'm a human. Just remember that. Like, and I'm very loving. I really am. Like, I don't care what nobody tell you, but like, I'm very loving, but I hurt just like the next person. And certain things affect me just like the next person, especially when you in this type of field and everybody is so critical of you, of how you look or what you say, or don't mess up. I just want people to remember I am a human.
I know, right? Me earlier with gartering, gartering. Gartering. Can I say it wrong again?
Gardening.
Gardening.
Just use gardening.
Gardening.
Yes.
Me and that word right there. Yes. I can't edit that out, right? You got to just say it, right?
It's raw. We like this. Keep it all in there.
Gardening. I got it. Gardening. I got it that time. Gardening. Sometimes I mess up words and being live. I get it, girl, because you gonna be transparent. I think podcasting, you can edit those things and take those like bloopers out. But when you go live and you gotta say the word correctly, I get it. It's like you gotta remember, I'm human. I make these errors, but you gotta work on those things. I understand, and it is a life to live when you're in media and you are transparent and you're living your transparent life, and so I get it that you're human. I get it. But the other thing I want to say, every week here on the RFD Talk Show, because I do love words and I do have to slow down and say them correctly. And I do stutter a lot and I add words. I create my own words. I do all that stuff with words. But this is what I want to tell you guys. The word for today is surplus. The word for today is surplus. What does that word mean to you? Oh, look at there. We got good morning, beautiful family. Hi, Carlo.
Hey, I
Hello.
just talked about you.
We love you, sister. Thank you for being here. So basically, also tell us what does surplus mean for you?
Surplus is like, I need you to fill me up till I overflow. That's what that means to me. It just means an abundant overflow. Like, that's what it means. That's surplus to me. It's just extra, extra, extra. Keep getting it. Keep getting it.
That's what it means. It does. It really does. So when I was getting prepared this morning, it's so funny because um, I was in prayer mode this morning, and I was hearing, on the news and all the kind of stuff. We get all like, it's a shortage of this and things are changing. Everything's inflated, right? And we got this whole real stuff happening, right? It's real stuff happening, and being an optimist. I was following my son on his Instagram, and he was like, no, because I have everything I need. I'm blessed, right? I'm blessed, and I'm connected to the Most High. All my needs are met. I'm not listening to what, the news is telling me. I know that I'm protected. I know I'm safe. And so basically I was thinking, what, God, here on earth as in heaven, there is a surplus, right? There's a surplus when you know that God is with you, and you have a surplus when you know that you were born with purpose, right? So I want to encourage our listeners to know that today that you have a surplus, right? You don't, there's nothing lacking, there's nothing missing. Even though the news is telling you that, even though sometimes your bank account even look like that, but you got to tell that bank account surplus. You got to take your investment surplus. So you got to speak to your business today. Surplus on my business today. Surplus with my relationships and surplus. So the word for today to you beautiful people is surplus. So don't get so depressed with the news, because the news is bad news, but you have the power to call in your surplus. So I'm glad that we know that word for this week and for today is surplus. And so so you said some of your greatest accomplishments. You told us what you want people to know you about. So what else is you want to let us know what's upcoming with you, so we can wrap this up with just upcoming great things happening with you?
So this summer, you guys be on the lookout for the nightcap. We will be having day parties, because we always gonna keep you guys covered for the nightcap. Which is it's a podcast I started with my two god brothers and my sister. It was actually like my sister's idea, and we all just cohesively went in and made it work. And so the nightcap will be having day parties, and Unladylike the podcast, I promise y'all, is something like you never seen before, and it's so needed. It's for the culture, and it's not going to air until September, but of course we're going to be teasing you guys along the way. The official trailer drops probably next week, but don't quote me on there. Before May, it'll definitely be out. Just be on the lookout for it.
Tell us how we can find all your upcoming podcasts and your what you call day parties. Tell us how everyone can find you and how they stay connected to all your upcoming events.
Okay, so you guys can follow me on IG, Instagram at BADPRINSSY. Yes, that's Bad Princey at Instagram. And in my bio, you can see everything that I'm attached to. And also you can click the link, which is going to direct you to a Linktree account where you can really click and find every other thing you want to find, like us on Spotify, us on Apple Podcasts, our YouTube page. You'll be able to get in contact with all that information. Also, the Nightcap has its own Instagram page at THEENIGHTKAP. Again, that's the Nightcap on Instagram, and Unladylike the podcast, and it's also available on YouTube as well. But again, you could just go to that page on IG, and the link is inside of that bio. And last but certainly not least, Unladylike the podcast. You could just type that in the Instagram, Unladylike the podcast, and it should pop up, and we right there on IG. And we'll be on YouTube as well, so you can type that in, Unladylike the podcast on YouTube, and we'll be right there waiting on you. We waiting on you. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody tune in to see what is this crazy show I've been rapping on beats to promote. Yes, that's how good it is.
I know. I've seen some of your reels. I've been having fun with your reels, and you are doing a great job with your rapping. And I said, listen, I'm loving your marketing, because it's actually engaging, right? So everyone, I hope you got those handles. You got to tune into these shows. I'm sure you're going to be empowering young people and business people all over worldwide. I am so honored to be your auntie. I'm so glad that you had time to come on and share your greatness with the RFD Talk followers and listeners. I appreciate you all following me and listening to me every week here, as I as well enjoy coming and sharing with you all. So we're going to be closing up wrapping this up. Did you have anything else you want to share with our listeners before we say our last few words?
Yeah, let me just say I'm honored to be your niece, and I'm honored that you allow me to come on this show and give me a chance to get some new people, supporters. I call y'all supporters and family. We family. Like if you support me, we family. Like that's what you got to know. So I appreciate you for even allowing me a taste of your show, because everybody don't got to do that. So that's a privilege and an honor for me. And thank everybody who has ever supported me, has gotten me thus far. And I pray I make a lot of y'all proud, but I promise y'all I won't quit until we get everything that's rightfully ours. That's all I gotta say.
I love all that you have to say, girl. Get everything that is rightfully ours.
Rightfully ours, and keep God first. And no, I couldn't. People think that some people may question if I even have God, but trust and believe. The only reason that can sit before you to this day is because of God. So if you want to do anything in this lifetime, tap into God first. And I promise y'all, it sounds so cliche because so many people say it, but that's the real key. You looking for Tyler Perry to drop a gem, the gem is God. Follow him, and that's how all your blessings come. So thank y'all for watching me, tuning in with me, and tuning in with my auntie in this great platform and her great show. I love this. I love this surplus. Amen.
Well, I just want to thank everyone again. We appreciate you for being here with us. Please remember, thank you all who left comments. If you're watching this on a replay, please still leave your comments. We appreciate each and every comment. Those are important. And please share and like and let other people hear this amazing interview today. Put it on places where other people can find out about your podcasting shows. So I am very thankful. And I also want to just remind people that every other Sunday that I have the breathwork program. It's just a session that you'll do at home. And you can DM me at RFD Talk at gmail.com. If you're interested in learning how to do breath work on your affirmations, if you're looking for a holistic coach and you want to get through some limited belief systems that you're dealing with grief, if you're dealing with grief or a breakup and you're ready to reinvent yourself, you want to email me at the RFD Talk at gmail.com and we can set up a consultation. And definitely you want to check out my workbook. If you want to get the workbook, you can also email me for that and we'll get you a signature workbook. And so that's what I'm here for, to help you guys move through brokenness and all those things. Sometimes life just sends us things that keep us stuck. And so I'm here to help you get unstuck. So reach out to me if you need some of those. I'm also a public speaker. So if you need a speaker at your engagements, contact me. And I am done for today with you amazing, beautiful family and friends who stopped in today. I want to tell you guys, thank you. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, the boss. Thank you, all you all who stopped in to the RFD Talk today. We really appreciate your feedback. And thank you. Yeah, she is, my niece is so beautiful. She is very beautiful. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you.
Let's go, Queens. Let's make April a great month, you all. Go out and get your surplus today. Let the blessings blossom. Step into your boldness today. Love you too. Love you so much, Carla. I just gotta tell you, sis, you are amazing. We love you so much. Definitely need to be coming to Denver before you
June. We should go for the summit in June.
We need to do that, Niece. We need to go see you, Carla. We need to come to Denver before it's cold. So Niece, we need to talk about that. We do, because I really do need to go see my sister. She is everything. And I do need to see Denver as well. So I appreciate you, family, beautiful people. I am RFD, also known as Robin F. David, sending you love, sending you light. I'm here inspiring you to embrace, love, and nurture yourself as you do others. Until next week, beautiful people. We'll talk next week on next Tuesday. Love you guys.
Love y'all. Bye.
Nashville.